So, I'm Adosha, and over here we are in a fish market, mostly called a fish harbor, and the BRT is here monitoring these species of sharks and rays. The BRT is short for Blue Resources Trust. They do research and study about elasmobranchiae or sharks and rays. Every morning, they do monitoring about sharks and ray species in fishing harbors around the country. The Blue Resources Trust is the only place to study sharks and rays in the Indian Ocean. World top scientists and researchers work in BRT, and I'm lucky to work with these scientists. So here you can see so many different species of tuna and other different types of fish. And if you're lucky, you get specimens of sharks. Let's go to the harbor. Over here we have a gill net. So gill nets in Sri Lanka are mainly used to catch several tuna species, but dolphins, sea turtles and cetaceans get entangled in these gill nets, and when the fishermen take them back, they release the dolphins and cetaceans back into the wild. But sometimes, unfortunately, sharks and rays are returned to the fish market, and also the gill nets can restrain breathing of marine mammals and also sea turtles. So they mostly end up dead in the gill nets. So sharks and rays are returned to the fish market because of a high demand for fins and gill rakers from manta and mobula rays, and also sharks. Over here we have 3 fine specimens of silky sharks, and if we look over here, we can see that these 2 species are males. If we want to see if this one is a female or a male, we have to flip it the other side. So they're called silky sharks because they have this interdorsal ridge on their backs. And now you see, if you touch it, it's very rough, and I got scratched here. Now these are 3 fine specimens. In BRT, this is how they monitor sharks. First, they keep one number plate next to a shark, and then they take a small tissue sample from it. She is monitoring the shark's underside and the upper side. Oh yeah, it has small claspers. Usually I see long claspers.
Okay, this is unnatural.
Yeah, so this is a juvenile.
No, it's a subadult because it's cross the pelvic fin, so this is the subadult.
Yeah, we can see how old it is by taking the backbone. Taking tissue samples from this shark, we measure from tail tip to nose tip.
Can you please hold this?
Okay. Over here we have a scalloped hammerhead. So this one is incredibly big. We need to save the oceans and all its species for the next generation.